Hello and welcome to the Money Attractor Podcast. I'm Janae Adams, and if this is your first time watching the podcast or listening to the podcast, I am an international speaker and author, and I personally paid off $50,000 of debt in 2 years, and now I travel the world showing people how they can win with their money. But what we're going to talk about today is how we're not out of the woods yet. Over the last few weeks, it's been a lot of good news in the economy. So much to the point that I started to get comfortable. But then last week, we seen the stock market go down. We seen Fry's Electronics say they're going to close stores across 9 states. Best Buy laid off 5,000 people. And even Victoria's Secret said they're going to close 50 more stores than planned. So those events alone helped me realize that we're not out of the woods yet, and we really need to stay alert and be on top of our finances. So I wanted to share 3 tips of how you can do that and keep your financial world under control. So the first tip, of course, is keep saving money. This is not the time to let up when it comes to savings. I know that the economy has kind of shown a bright light over the last few weeks or the last month, but that is not your personal economy. That's not your personal finances. And so if you are working right now, if you have a job right now, any extra money that you have in each month needs to be saved. You need to get to the point that you have 6 to 12 months of expenses saved. What that means is if, your expenses are $2,000 a month, then you need to have $12,000 to $24,000 saved. What this does is help you in case of a rainy day. And that rainy day usually is a layoff, a job layoff, which we have seen a lot of over the last year. So that rainy fund, emergency fund, in case you're breathing fund is really going to help you stay in control of basically your mental state if you get a layoff, because you'll have the finances to back everything up. You'll have that cushion there. Now, the next tip is to become more valuable on the job that you have. Like I said, millions of jobs have been lost across every industry in the last year. So there's not a lot of jobs out there where you can just go ahead and jump ship if you don't like where you are. But you can start to build your platform right now where you're at in your current job. That means gaining new skills. Okay, that means expanding your network so that you can become more valuable. Make sure that those new skills go onto your resume so that in the future, whether you stay at that job or you go to another one, you'll be able to be in position to get bonuses as well as promotions. And those bonuses and those promotions, guess what? They lead to more money. And who doesn't want more money? That should be your goal in your career, to always be having more money each and every year coming in. Like, you should be getting raises, you should be getting promotions, you should be getting bonuses. More money each and every year should be coming into your pocket because you've been working there longer and been contributing. That's what I mean about becoming more valuable. And then last but not least, the day is going to come. Okay? There is going to be a day where it comes where the economy is back on track and moving in the way that it used to move in the prosperous times. But you can't wait until that happens in order to do what you want to do. So let's say that in the future, you want to get back to traveling. Now is the time to create a travel fund. That's what I call a travel fund, F-U-N-D. And what that is that you open up a savings account that is only for travel. That is the savings account that you put money in for future travel. No matter where you want to go, in the United States, in the world, wherever you may be listening from, wherever you want to go, that travel fund that money that goes in there is just for that. So when the day comes and everything opens back up, you may have a couple of $1,000s saved, ready for that flight, ready for that hotel, ready for that rental car, ready for that food, and you don't have to take out debt just to go on vacation because you had the travel fund ahead of time. And then, of course, let's say that you want to get a higher paying job when everything gets back on track. When that day comes, you have to prepare right now. So revamp your resume. And not only revamp your resume, upload that new resume to your LinkedIn profile. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you're not trying to get another job. You're not trying to get a new job. You have to be on LinkedIn. So making sure that your LinkedIn profile is not only curated, but also up to date, and you're actually active on LinkedIn. You're making posts. You're actually putting your expertise out there on LinkedIn. That is what's going to set you up for a higher paying job, because people are going to be looking for you and not you actually looking for them. So let's say that the time that you want to look for a higher paying job is in the next year or so. If you start today on LinkedIn, really making a name for yourself, by the time you really are ready to jump ship to a higher paying job, a job with maybe even more responsibilities, higher rank, higher position, you're already going to be on the radar of that company that you're going to be looking at, okay? So that's why it's important to start today. Anything that you want to do in the future, once this economy gets back on track, once everything gets back under control, whatever that may be, you need to start today. You don't need to wait until that day actually comes and to start preparing, because if you do, you're going to miss out on opportunities. The opportunities are going to be gone. Somebody else is going to get them because they prepared today for the future. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. Just understand that we are not out of the woods yet. I had to tell myself that today. We are not out of the woods yet. So we need to stay alert when it comes to our money, when it comes to our finances, the decisions that we're making with our money and with our finances. We can't let loose just yet, because things are showing us, like the stock market going down, companies, big corporations still laying off thousands of people. All of that is still going on. So, don't let up. Keep saving your money, keep finding new ways to make even more money, maybe multiple streams of income, whatever it may take. But please, 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 if you're listening to me, if you're watching me here on the podcast, don't let up when it comes to your finances, because you never know what could be down the road, okay? So let's wait till everything is back on track, back to normal as best as it can be, and before you start to let your guard down. All right. So I want to thank you for joining me here on the Money Attractor podcast. And if you have not subscribed to the podcast, please make sure that you do, so you never miss a money tip. So I want to thank you once again for joining. I am Janae Adams, and this is the Money Attractor podcast. And I look forward to seeing you, or you listening to me, next time.